Hiya, my name is Darragh Tibbs. I'm the head of tech for Queen's Radio this year. I'm going to be putting together a few short videos to help you make your radio shows and your podcasts from home, given that we've all been placed under this house arrest in the interest of public safety. Working remotely to make good radio content can provide its struggles, but if you take the time to get yourself well set up and well organised ahead of your record, you can still produce some really great content. This is especially true because Zoom allows you to do some things with your show that you wouldn't normally be able to, like get in touch with people who are geographically far away from you, or even get in touch with some high-profile guests who ordinarily you might not be able to get on. I'm going to be uploading 2 videos here for people who are interested in starting up a show during lockdown, or those who are struggling to get to grips with the best way to continue making their content now that they are working remotely. The first is the easiest way to do it and the most straightforward way to get into focusing on the content of your show without letting all the tech get in your way. The second video, which will come separately, is for those who are looking to step up the sound quality of their show, or those who want to record their show in chunks with some voiceover, some music, some other effects. The second video will be linked below in the description if that sounds more like it fits you. Let's get started. The first things to think about for any recording is what are you going to record with and where are you going to record? First of all, do you have some sort of microphone separate from your computer's mic? That could be a mic and an audio interface, like that. This could be some headphones. This could be a USB microphone, or it could even just be a gaming headset. In any way, some sort of external mic is going to give you better sound quality because you can position that mic close to your mouth and get rid of some of the noise from around you. The other easy improvement you can make is wearing headphones. If you don't, there is a chance that Zoom will hear what the other person is saying and that will feed that back, creating a kind of weird echo. And if it doesn't create a weird echo, what Zoom will do is try and cancel out the sound of the other person and give you a weird, tinny sort of sounding vocal. The last consideration before you jump into Zoom to get started is where are you recording? The room you're in will make a huge difference to how your voice sounds. The first rule of making shows on Queen's Radio is that we never record in a bathroom. Beyond that, there's a few things I want you to bear in mind. A large room with a load of bare walls and hard surfaces will give you a lot of reverberant sound. It'll make your voice sound less clear. This might mean that it's best to avoid rooms like a dining room where you might have wooden floors, you might have wooden furniture, and all that is going to bounce sound back at you and make your voice sound less clear. Choose a room where you've got a lot of soft things that can absorb sound instead of bouncing it back at you. Beds, carpets, sofas, fabric wall hangings, anything soft will absorb the sound and make you sound more clear to your listeners. If you really want to commit to the very best sound for your podcast, do the whole thing under your duvet. That duvet joke was a bit of a disaster for continuity. Don't be worried if you can't do all of the things I've just talked about. The most important part is that you do the very best you can and do a bit of planning, a bit of organising before you press record to make sure that whatever you're recording with and wherever you're recording, it is the best possible sound quality you can get out of your situation. If you're not exactly sure about what might be the best solution for you, you should come to my workshop this Friday, the 5th of February. I'm going to be running through making a show, start to finish, recording some interviews, putting in some music, putting in some voiceovers. And then after that, I'm going to take some questions. So if you want to get a bit more information or get a bit more in depth on making podcasts, check out my other video and come to the workshop this Friday, the 5th of February. Okay, that out of the way, let's chat about Zoom. First of all, if you're going to record a traditional radio music show with lots of songs, links in between, then Zoom probably isn't your best option. It might make your music sound worse and it might be a little bit clunkier for you to organise yourself to run your show. Never fear though, if you look at the next video, you'll find a solution using Audacity that's probably better for your music show. So check out the Queen's Radio YouTube page to find that content. Okay, back to the Zoom call stuff. Here's the big thing, and maybe this crosses over a little bit with presenting, but you can get on the Facebook page if you want some tips on presenting as well. The best and easiest way for you to run your show without having to think about tech too much at all is to run it as if it's live. Plan your whole show, add your guests into a Zoom call, and then run it top to bottom and just press record as if you were live on air. The reason why this is good is because when you're finished, you can just press stop on the record button and you have your whole show as one audio file packaged and ready to go. Bit of advice if you're going to do this. Make use of the pause recording button on Zoom. It's really useful. If something goes wrong, like an internet connection drops and somebody can't be heard anymore, press pause, wait till it gets resolved, and then ask them maybe to repeat their answer or go back from the last word they said and press play again. It means that it'll kind of edit your Zoom call on the fly and mean you have less work to do, or a member of the Queen's Radio Tech team has less to do to edit your show to make it just right. The final thing then that we need to think about before you press record is what you can do in the Zoom settings to get a little bit of extra audio quality. I'll jump over to a screen record and show you what I mean. Go into audio settings and select enable original sound. This is going to bring up 3 options. You get high fidelity music mode, stereo audio, and echo cancellation. The one that we're interested here is selecting high fidelity music mode. This gives you audio that is a little bit higher quality for your recording. If you have an older version of Zoom, this may be found in advanced settings and the wording can be a little bit complicated, but basically what you want to do is select the one that is going to turn on high fidelity music mode. Once you've done this in your settings, you go back into the normal Zoom page and you have a button now in the top left that says Enable Original Sound. You need to click that button before you start recording and that will give us those little bits of audio improvement for your show. So that's it. You're all set up to make the best sounding podcast you possibly can. Once you're done, you're ready to upload the file that Zoom gives you into Mixcloud or Spotify or wherever else you want to share your material. Remember as well, if you are a member of Queen's Radio and not someone on the internet who's just stumbled across this, you can get in touch with the tech team. We are here to help you. If you've recorded a show and you want some music for the top and the bottom, or maybe something went really wrong and there's need for a bit of an edit, send me a quick email and I'll put it on the screen to tech@queensradio.org and we can help you out. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Happy podcasting.